We don't try this.
Today we're talking about.
Does anyone want to whose bush latte is this?
Might have been mine.
Who knows? All right.
We're a little.
Wow. Wow. That's all right. It's all right. No, we're good.
I need to get a bush.
Oh, all right. Get your bush.
On this one.
We didn't start.
Yeah, let's start.
Yeah, let's start. The hell with Matt Weeda.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? We are making some sort of a. I guess this is a podcast. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. We're
We
recapping the
yeah.
Toyota.
We're recapping just Lake Okeechobee over the past, I guess, 2 weeks, and I guess Matt almost just died. I guess we'll talk about kind of I guess we could predict the Open.
Yeah.
What our predictions are. But I've got Nicholas Hoyning and Matt Weeda. They've been Airbnb-ing at the house, fishing the Toyota. They're fishing a derby tomorrow. So we were going to do this before the Toyota, before the first day, but then we didn't. We said we'll do it after the second day and after the third day, but then they were beat. We were all tired. I've been working during it. So we're settling for today, the last day. I don't think I didn't do a prediction video or anything, but it took 73 pounds.
Jesse
Really don't
Mazel.
know.
2 in a row.
72.9, 73 pounds basically to win, which is pretty nuts. Jesse went back to back, won it last year. Pretty cool. As much as we all complain about Lake Okeechobee and how shitty a condition it is and stuff, like
Still fishes good.
They still
Like-
catch 'em.
Chris Sherling said the other day, he's like, we can bitch about it all we want. It outfishes 90% of the country, which is true. I mean,
Yep.
200 and how many boats were in it?
198 or something.
All right, so 200 boats in the tournament. And that's not accounting for the 5 million crappie fishermen on the lake, the recreational guys, the guides. A lot of boat pressure on the lake. The lake's fishing very small.
The Open's guys free fishing on the last day.
Yeah, we had
Their first day of free
right.
fishing started on the last day. Of the
Yeah,
Toyota.
so the Bass Open is this coming week, and their first official day of practice was today, being the final day of competition for the Toyota. So there was just tons of boats on the lake, and a co-angler had 27 pounds. Jesse had, I don't know, Benny Townend had like 23 or something. There was a lot of big bags caught today. I don't know what the
Yeah.
big bag of today was.
I think one guy had 27 today.
Yeah, co-angler.
a co-angler.
No, a boater.
Okay.
I think it was a guy like in 7th or 8th or something.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I forget who it was. But
That Bushnell wrapped boat using the lock.
I think so.
He had like 27.
The guy that was talking to you guys
Yeah.
in the block. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, it's crazy. So it fished good. It was actually kind of like the perfect storm. I feel like could not have asked for better conditions, but they did not bite as good as I think everyone intended for them to bite. But for everybody, I thought it was going to probably take about 75 pounds to win, but I thought the weights would be stacked from like 50th on. I felt like people were going to catch them better, but I struggled guiding. You only had 4 fish, and
Yeah, I totally bombed the first day. completely made just a terrible decision and ruined the whole tournament.
you had 13 the first day,
I had 13 first day and 15 the second day.
which is low weight, but you were in like the top 50
Yeah,
Going-
46
Yeah.
or 47 or something.
going into the second day. So it was tough. I'm not sure why, but
It got better.
it did get better.
Yeah.
It warmed up. Perfect storm.
I think if day
Warming
2,
water, warming weather.
if day 2 would have been day 1,
Yeah. Like tomorrow should be
like yesterday should have, or 2 days ago should have been the start of the tournament instead of day 1.
Well,
yeah.
If it was,
If
it
day
would've
2
been
is day
sick.
1 and the
It would've
tournament
been-
started like that, it'd be way
Yeah.
way better.
Like tomorrow's probably gonna be
one of the best days of the week for sure.
Like
Yeah.
day 1 of the tournament, the water temp was what? 64, 60,
Yeah.
65.
yeah.
And then by the end of the tournament, it was 73,
Yeah.
72 today,
Yeah.
and even 74. So you're talking 10-degree
So that's like
increase plus a full moon.
right.
Yeah.
and they were spawning.
Yeah.
So basically, the tournament was won off of spawning fish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he won it with talking to them. They were they were spawning.
Dude, live scope.
Yeah, and a lot of people, including the two people sitting here next to me, used forward-facing sonar.
Yeah.
Which
didn't see that coming.
No, and it's the way that like I was telling my customers, it doesn't play on Lake Okeechobee typically, but the state of the lake, it's definitely a tool now because these spawning areas that we usually catch them in, where it's 2 foot deep, it's 5 foot. You were fishing was 5 foot, right?
Yeah, well, 4.5.
Yeah, so you can get an accurate read, but what's cool is like talking to Nick and Matt every time they come back the last couple nights, they both caught fish looking at them on forward facing, but the amount of fish that were coming into these areas and how many fish are actually around on the lake versus what you actually catch is crazy. Like you said, you just saw fish.
Yeah.
Tons of them. All the guys that that we talked to at the weigh-in, obviously they didn't make the last day. I was working today. We got done. We all went to the weigh-in just to hang out and talking to all the guys who don't fish here regularly. They're from, I don't know where. I can't remember his name again.
There was a guy from that guy that had 27 today. He was from Virginia,
yeah,
or something.
And then
Steve Lopez. He's from
Wisconsin.
He's from Wisconsin.
I was gonna screw that up. I didn't.
Yeah, remember. And talking to him, he was just he
was more dialed in with it than I think anyone else.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, well, yeah, and he's from Wisconsin.
He spent a lot of time down here,
and he's used practice with it up there.
Yeah,
and he was just amazed and telling me how many fish he saw, and it's not like they're not tilapia because or gar. I mean, they're bass because you'd see groups of them come in.
Yeah, and they react most of the time.
They'll chase the bait or whatever.
I saw them too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same area.
Yeah, Nick fished right around him. Nick fished next to him, next to the guy who got second. Right. Yeah.
He was there. Yep.
He was there. Watched him catch 31 pounds on day 2.
Yeah.
So, forward-facing sonar made a big difference. But it was cool just talking to the guys because I obviously don't have it. I had a really bad trip on Wednesday. I had great people, but it was tough, super tough. Wednesday was. You guys didn't fish.
The day before.
You guys fished, but then you had to go to the meeting. But it was tough, and it was the perfect conditions. And I was telling my guys, I said, I really truly think when these fish come in on this lake, when a big push of them starts to move, they're more concentrated on moving, and they don't eat. They just shut down. They're just I want to get to where I'm going, and then
you see them zooming by, you're moving your foot and you're tracking them, but you have to. I'm having to move it really fast because
they're bass.
They're home, but
they're bass. Mm-hmm. So, and then talking to not just these guys but other people that fish, they're like, yeah, man, they were coming in, but you couldn't catch them unless they stopped and set up on something. And you said that from day one, the fish you were catching.
Yeah. And
then same with you.
Yeah.
Even in practice. And Matt's coming off of a win. He won the 2-day. What do they call that top 150?
ABA top 150 solo.
Yeah, so he won a big event last weekend. And you caught him, some fish looking at him, or not really.
In that one, no.
No. All right, so that one he didn't. But
the tournament wasn't one looking at him on forward-facing sonar, but second place, top 10, a lot of the guys were.
I did use it to see what was ahead of me,
right?
For an idea of what to cast. And holes and high spots.
Right. There's certain things that these fish are holding on right now, and it's funny. Like when I take people from Kentucky Lake or name a fishery where they're fishing drops or rock piles or something, they think we're almost joking or they think we might sound stupid. But a 6-inch depression on this lake that's the deal. That's pretty much what you were fishing that you won the tournament. I mean, that's a little exaggerated, but high spots. When you say a high spot,
they're 1.5 foot depressions.
Yeah, there's some good ones, but then when you say a high spot, it's not a rock. It's literally a clump of mud. There's literally a clump of dead, decaying cattails in a pile, and that's what these fish are holding on. I think they're spawning on it.
I think so too.
That's all they have. So,
I think whatever mud that's left standing, it's probably hardened mud or something. so it can actually stick to it.
And Matt was saying like he'd see a high spot, throw a bait to it, and when he was bringing the bait over the top, you would just see dots come out from around it, and they're bass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you had 27 day one, and then 20 on day 2.
19 on day 2.
Okay, so do that math. What was your total weight?
I think
46.
I think it was 47.
47.
So you're
right
on track,
there.
basically on track for like what Jesse wanted.
Yeah, Jesse was leading.
Yeah,
with that.
So it's like a 20.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're looking at mid 20, low 20 pound average. So when the lake's fishing good.
Yeah.
But now
a lot of local guys struggled though.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't in the tournament, but it was tough guiding. Like I couldn't believe how tough the bite was. And then it was also weird how like I didn't know the rules, so I couldn't text these guys and be like, on the water or anything. But on day 1, I wanted to text them and be like, it sucks everywhere. So if you're sucking, keep your head down and just fish. Like, don't, because you made a move on day 1 and you're regretting it. So he was, he made it was tough. So he ran to an area and regretted it. That's what I kind of wanted to prevent you from doing.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's legal. So I obviously didn't do that. But I'm trying to think what day it was. Thursday. I was shiner fishing, actually, day 1. And they wouldn't eat the shiners. They'd come up to the bait, chase the shiner up to the top, and you'd physically like see the bass's tail like break the surface, and they would just swim away. And I don't know what that was from. Jesse was leading day 1 with 24 pounds. I don't know. I guess they're always biting.
I mean, like you said, I think there's fish trying to just keep the shiners away from the bed.
Yeah, and it could have been that.
Yeah.
Because Tyler, Nick Only,
he said he had a big bite, and it did that same thing.
Yep. He was asking me today. He's like, did they eat better for you yesterday than today? Like, the fish are bite. At least, for me, they've been on my trips. They've been biting funny. Like today, my guy, I'd watch his line jump, dragging a worm. I'd watch it go to the left or the right, and he's letting them take it. And when he would swing, he would just airball. There's nothing there. Jesse told us one of the fish he caught, he threw his bait over there. The fish came up, flushed it, and he airballed. Threw there 5 more times, didn't catch her. Gave it an hour and came back and caught the fish. So they're spawning. Yeah. On top of being spawning, they're like Matt said, they're pressure. There's boats running them over. They're beat up
and just muddying up the water.
But I don't know. I don't think the Opens guys are going to catch them. I shouldn't say they're not going to catch them, but they're not going to catch them.
The weather's not set up for
them. They're biting now. They're all going to have great practices, and then come the tournament, it's going to be complete 180. Like it'll just
it's just pick an area and grind it out.
Yeah. Like Okeechobee always is,
Yeah. I think.
But I don't know. What do you think it's going to take? Opens. What's their cut?
I really haven't seen the weather though. Like I know it's.
I know we're getting. It's literally tomorrow at midday. We're getting a front. Which means tomorrow night the temp's going to drop.
They're going to bite tomorrow.
Which means they're going to bite tomorrow. I have to work. These guys are fishing a tournament.
What's the low going to be on Tuesday?
48.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a bad one. So it's going to reset them.
And Wednesday's your last day of practice. And it's still going to be cold and post-run.
No, I think the tournament starts Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh, dang.
Well, they had 4.5 days of practice. Or something like that. So today was their first day.
Okay. So then
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
And then the top 10?
Okay, no, you're right.
Top 10 fish the last day?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't.
Top 20. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
I think it's top 10. I mean, what? 16 a day? Is that high?
No. But the lake's still gonna fish.
Maybe
someone's still gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're
still gonna be there, but they're just gonna be. You just gotta fish extra slow for them. I feel like
one of the guys who got a top 5 today left the lake and locked through, and was catching them in He was catching them. I mean, it don't matter. He was catching them in Taylor Creek, and he said they're spawning.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I hope I didn't. There's probably some open sky watching that who found them today in Taylor Creek. But they're not going to be spawning in the tournament now.
Yeah.
Right. So this wave of fish essentially tomorrow they're going to just be pissed off and biting. Like these guys might catch 35 pounds tomorrow and win their tournament, but then after tomorrow, I think Monday they'll still be biting because the water temp's not going to drop that much. But then it's just going to progressively I think it's going to get worse. And then you have people panicking and all that. I don't know.
200.
So I think when the tournament starts, it'll slowly start warming back up again.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's
probably. It's not
going to be fast like this one. I don't think.
No, it'll probably be like our Toyota was last year, where it's like
kind of stalls out.
Yeah, and like you have to make the last day to be able to go fishing, which means like it's going to be a grind. And then if you can make the top 10, then it's going to be a new lake. Like the water's probably going to. I mean, like Nick said, our lake being so shallow, that's why these little cold fronts affect us so much. Like if you're up north and you get hit with a cold front, your water drops 4 degrees. Those fish don't care. But our water, 4 degrees, they care for one, and two, it drops in like a day because it's so shallow and darker water, whatever, however it works. But at the same time, what was it today? The water temp rose 4 degrees today in like 6 hours. So I think that's probably what'll happen towards the end of the Open this weekend. It'll slowly warm up.
And part of it, the water's it's pretty much really stained or muddy most of the lake, so all that holds heat too.
Yeah. I mean, it was funny. I was talking to Rich this morning, and he got 5th in the regular ABA, right? Yeah, because he didn't fish the one you won. So he got 5th, and there was the deal Matt won was a 2-day other category of ABA. It was Friday, Saturday. Then they had the regular ABA event on Sunday. Confusing.
Yeah, that's what the Opens used to be.
Right.
Back to back.
Rich fished the one Sunday, and got hit with a cold front. They got postponed till like 10 o'clock. He ended up getting 5th, and he only had 2 fish. He had like an 8.68 and almost a 7.
Those were giants.
Yeah. Caught him in the river. I don't think he cares that I'm blowing the spot up because he just went junk fishing in the river. But he got hung.
Shortened day.
Yeah, shortened
at 10 o'clock. That's probably why he went up.
That's what he said. He's like, I'm not going to go get beat up. So he just went up the river, and he like was flipping a mat and got stuck, and he like trolled up to the bank to get it, and the water between where his boat was sitting and where his bait was a 2.5 degree difference. So he was like, because it's so shallow up because the water's so high, he's like, oh, I'm gonna fish the mat. So then he caught a 6, and then he lost. Then he started throwing a chatterbait on the bank, and that's how he caught the big one.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, he said he was talking about this.
Spilled the beans.
Spilled the beans. Caught it on chatterbait. I don't think he cares. He might.
No,
he might beat my ass now. I don't know. But he said he got hung on the mat and was trying to shake the chatterbait off the edge of the hyacinth, and the fish just came up and just mat and all took the mat down. He's like, "Oh my gosh!" He's like, "She missed it," and her line started moving. He set the hook and caught her
on a chatterbait.
Holy crap!
And he's like, "I'm not leaving." And then
set the hook.
Yeah.
Be careful with the chatterbait.
Said it ate the bait and pulled the mat down with it, and he was like, "What was that?" And yeah. Speaking of that, my guy today throws a chatterbait out in his pocket. I'm like, "See where that stubble is? Throw it up there." So he throws the white chatterbait up in this slick pocket, lets it hit the bottom, starts reeling it, and he like his rod kind of does like a little jolt, like he ticks something, and he goes just to give it one of the twitches, like to ricochet it off. Hits a manatee square in the face.
Oh my gosh.
Hooks it for a second, like boink. Goes nuts. And he's like, he goes,
that's in the.
He's probably watching this. He's like,
DRB.
It was in the DRB. He goes, he's like, oh my God. And it came off. He's like, what was that? I'm like, that was a manatee. So he caught a manatee.
That's cool.
Hooked a manatee on chatterbait. He was all excited about it. And then Wednesday, up and around the Harney Pond area, I caught an alligator dragging a worm. So it's exotic week on Okeechobee. Caught a gator on a worm.
You did. Ate it.
It ate it. I have it on video.
That's cool. I saw a manatee in practice. Big sucker.
This guy, it just like it wasn't even that he hit the manatee. He hit the manatee in the face. Like he threw it out, and that manatee happened to be coming by, and it must have like got him in the whiskers, and the thing's head came up and like freaked out. Crazy. But,
crazy things here on Lake Okeechobee.
Yeah.
I caught like a 5-foot gar like 2 weeks ago on Garcia.
Yeah.
I was throwing a jerk bait and I get it like 10 feet.
Oh,
from the boat,
yeah.
It just goes,
Like a 6-foot gar.
I had my drag set light, thank God. I started peeling drag. I'm like, what the hell do I have? So we started running it down the trolling motor for like 150 yards.
Yeah. Almost ran into another guy's boat. We're like, sorry, we're not like trying to troll over to you.
I was like down to a couple layers from the bottom of the
dumping you?
Yeah.
Damn. That's about it.
Well, had to freaking like make it out of jerk bait. I'm like, I'm not trying
Yeah.
to break this off.
No.
Yeah.
So I get on top, expecting to be like a gator, and I pull it up, and it's a freaking alligator gar like this. The thing was huge.
Dang.
Thank God I had like the back hook, and we just shook it out. It came off. I was like,
I've never been to Garcia.
It's a pretty cool flight. Pretty cool.
I know. I've had a lot of people I take there.
Garcia's fun.
Yeah,
A lot of crappie.
A lot of 3 and 4 pounders.
Yeah.
everyone tells me how fun it is, but I haven't been to Headwaters yet either. Like,
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm living under a rock.
You're under a rock.
Yeah.
I'm going. Like,
I don't go crazy for it. Like, it's fun just to go and do something.
fish
different.
hydrilla. That's all I want
Yeah,
to go
that
do. Is
too.
just be able to go fish hydrilla. I have DJs up there, and he's like, dude, it's tough. But that same thing like Okeechobee, that place is just getting pounded. I can't imagine what it looks like there now with all the snowbirds coming down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've probably got, over the next 2 months, I bet you I have 15 customers coming.
Is that place busy in the summer?
I don't know.
Headwaters?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it is. Because I know a lot of the guys were driving up there. Justin Morgan was fishing up there every day. When the lake was tough, he was going up there because he doesn't know how to catch bass when it's tough on the Lake Okeechobee. I'm just kidding. He's probably not listening to this.
He's probably watching.
No, he's probably not. Maybe. He's probably going to text me. Are you really being serious? I'm joking. I just tease everybody. Everyone that goes to Headwaters, I'm like, I don't have to go there. I'll catch them on Okeechobee when it's tough. Kelly's okay.
So if you had to pick, like, say there was like fantasy for the opens.
I know. I was thinking about this.
Who like say there was 3 guys.
I don't know.
Garrett Rockamora.
All that you could think of.
Garrett Rockamora.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Brandon. Like,
he's due.
He's due.
But
talking to him like before off limits and everything, seemed like he was like open-minded. Like he was hungry. Like he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's due.
Yeah. Like he seemed like he had like a good attitude about it. He didn't today when he was trying to go left, right, straight in DRB, and there was just 50 boats coming like this. So we did 2-3 donuts and left. But
I don't blame him. Though.
No, I don't blame him either. He was just looking like, what is this? And I don't know who else. I'll pick Brandon because I guess I'm gonna
throw one guy in there that I would pick for sure. Brett King.
Yeah, that's true. See, I didn't know he was fishing the opens till today.
Yeah.
Like he was like we ran into him and I'm thinking like, what is he even doing here? Oh, you're fishing the opens? And that's why he was like, yeah, don't say nothing to me.
Yeah, but he's like low key got experience.
Yeah, that's the thing. See, Brett,
he knows the lake.
Brett's a hammer. Like he there's a bunch of people that could do good. Scott Martin's fishing it.
Yeah,
he could do good.
Would put him on the team.
Yeah. What Brett's got going is he knows the lake and he's learned a lot fishing in Texas that he can transfer back onto the lake and just do something a little bit different.
Because he's for those any of you that don't know,
because he's basically local there and here.
Right. So Brett lived here his entire life, moved to Texas to take a new job, and he's guiding out there he guides on Okeechobee, all that where all these 15, 16 pounders get caught. He was talking to us about it today, these lakes he was fishing. It's disgusting. But he's really good with forward-facing sonar. So he's probably not going to want to use that.
I think.
But he'll use it. He's going to use it.
He'll be able to use that and transfer it.
To what he already knows from Okeechobee.
Yeah, like forward-facing sonar and transfer it onto what he knows at Okeechobee.
Yeah. I'd say Brett. Brett has a good shot. And he's just a good fisherman. I mean, he used to catch them all the time out here.
Who else can you think of? It's like
Is Greg Hacking fishing it?
could be.
Is he?
I knew
I think
he would
he
take
is.
him over anybody.
I think he jumps in some of these.
He does.
He probably
he does
is.
fish the opens.
I know he likes Okeechobee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, typically, I like to.
How about Tharp? Put Tharp in there.
He might. I was gonna do a Tharp impression, but mine's not good. Matt's just doing it. Tharp could do. Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many people that could do good. Tharp. I was gonna say there's no Mats, but that's like saying that's like.
I just don't know that many open guys like
I
right
know.
off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I saw Brian New do 50 laps around South Bay today.
Really?
Yeah, like they went New. Dang, I'm on the same cast. There he goes again. He was running all over the place.
Running around and looking.
Yeah,
Full throttle.
full throttle, right through everyone's juice. like I told my guys, I'm like, we're gonna go hit this head. We're not gonna go hit that head anymore. He was just going running around.
Gosh.
Tharp could do good.
Yeah.
This isn't the lake that Tharp expects it to be. I don't know when the last.
That's the
when's
thing.
last
He
time
hasn't been here. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't here till when Jacob Poroznik won at Buckhead.
Yeah.
That was the last time he was here because he was in. Everyone was watching Jacob Wheeler and Bird. Who else is doing good? Oh, Tharp just caught 3 in Westwall, and I drove all the way from Bird and Breezy's boat to Westwall. He was the only boat in there. I wanted him to win. And then I get to Westwall, and then Jacob Poroznik's catching him every cast at Buckhead. I'm like, I'm not going to watch him. Tharp could catch. I mean, the lake's high. I just think I feel like I have a bad habit of just looking at the person's win the last time, like he won them flipping mats, and you can't win a tournament.
I wouldn't pick.
But he is more he's obviously way more versatile than that. But he's really good at throwing a swim jig. He's good. He's good. One of my favorite guys to watch. But
Live Scoper's going to catch him.
yeah,
There's going to be like some off the wall, like
Kelly always says,
Japanese.
This is what happens.
Just
Yeah.
smashes them.
This is what Kelly always says. When all of us locals bitch and moan about the lake, when a tour like this comes, it always gets won by an off-the-wall guy in the most off-the-wall spot. And then everyone goes there and fishes it, and then the lake's great again.
They're going to live scope scan the Dead Reed Bay.
Well, that's what people have been doing.
Between this tournament and the Open,
Yeah. People
Like,
picked everything.
everyone's gonna know about Okeechobee and live scoping in Okeechobee is like
the thing now. Yeah. I don't know who I'd pick
It's nuts.
to win.
They'll have to drop the water like 3 foot.
Because,
after that
like,
just to
If it
Because
only
to
eliminate
settle
it all.
it out.
Yeah, like
Give
chill.
the fish a
All right,
chance.
chill out.
Chill
dude.
out with that. Drop it. It's
like if
really-
this doesn't put it out, or the Toyota Series article doesn't put it out, like Bass Opens when like they're gonna say guys are live scoping.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Lee Livesey fishing since we're drinking Bush Light?
I have no idea.
If he is, he's probably watching.
Please watching. If he's fishing this, he's watching. He's probably watching it. He comments sometimes. He told me at ICAST that he didn't know what he was on when the Elites was here, and he feels like he could have done a lot better, but he didn't have the confidence he did, and he wishes he would like what you said, what you did. He wished he would have just stayed put.
Yeah.
Because I told him, like, no, you were on what I considered the juice of DRV, where I was catching them. So he could catch them. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people that could catch them. Ish Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Ish Monroe because he idled right through Jesse's stuff today. So he knows where Jesse was.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't care. He's probably going to stab
Throw
me.
that out there.
Yeah. I mean,
I
like
He
Ish.
might fight you in the lock.
Yeah. That.
No, I'm just saying that.
Oh my
Right over
God. Yeah. He's one of like my favorite guys. I mean, he's a flipper and a frogger. He might win. I don't know. And he's won on Okeechobee before.
Yeah.
He won in Pelican and East Wall.
That was different.
Yeah.
He's gonna go to East Wall and be like, "What? Oh man, I'm going to Pelican." He's gonna run to Pelican. What? Turn around. Oh, I don't know.
He'll be a. Never mind.
don't know. I don't know if Hackney's fishing, he might win.
I want to say he's like 60% fishing.
Yeah. Jamie, when we went on Joe Rogan, Jamie, pull that up. Is Greg Hackney fishing?
Yeah, seriously.
I'm picking Garrett Rockamora. If we could pick 3, I'm gonna pick Brandon McMillan, Garrett Rockamora. I don't know who to pick. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
Okay. No, how do you know? You can't look at a roster of the Opens till they fish, right?
I'm not sure.
No, I think
Just text Greg.
it might be out already.
Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Because they fill up quick.
But see, like I'm like you, I don't know all the Opens guys, so I'm not trying to like leave.
I know there's like elite guys that are fishing.
Right. So of course I'm gonna probably pick them. I'm gonna pick Brandon and Garrett. I'm gonna pick Garrett Rockamora, too. Well, he's staying with me, so he's gonna be mad if I don't pick him. But it's Garrett. Like he's
I'll
gonna
pick Garrett too.
Yeah, he's gonna like.
They don't have a.
Garrett's gonna like open a Monster Energy drink with his frog hanging over the side, and an 8.5's gonna eat it. And he's gonna boat flip it.
Yeah.
Like that's Garrett. Plus, he sent me a Snapchat today. I can't
There's
talk
so
to him,
many people.
but he can send it to me of what he's catching. What he caught this afternoon, and it's pretty crazy.
Drew Benton.
Yeah, he'll do good. Maybe he'll win.
I could see
He's won.
I could see him figuring it out.
Actually, because the lake's high. Actually, when he won, the lake was high. He won the FLW tour.
Bobby
he was sight
Bakewell.
fishing.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
Who?
just naming people that you guys.
13 or
Bobby
something.
Bakewell, Emil Wagner.
Bobby could do good.
I like
Bill
him.
Wagner's
He's good. I don't know if I'd pick him.
A live
for this one,
scoper. Yeah.
though.
Could go
Emil
on
could
and
go
on.
either way.
This is so weird, like who we have to pick for Okeechobee, because it's not normal Okeechobee.
Yeah, it's not.
Like if the lake was 13.5 foot, like God intended it to be, that'd be Greg Hackney, Brandon McMillan, and Garrett Rockmore.
Where's Greg Hackney from? They have it by state.
Gonzales, Louisiana.
Yeah.
He's not.
Damn, come on, man.
You guys talked about him so much. He's not fishing.
You know, typically,
on,
typically I jump in the dirt. You know what I mean? But I just got a lot going on. We just bought a farm, and there's some big old deer out there. But typically I like coming down. I love the weather down there.
Oh my
But
god.
you can catch
That's one that G.
the way Okeechobee sets up. If it's cold, they might be daubing a mat. But if it's warm,
But
you know
that-
what I'm saying?
But that might not be the deal.
But that might be, you know what I'm saying. But sometimes they'll slide up. A lot of times, like I watched that tournament. What's happened? It seemed like they weren't, but then they slid up. They slid up to the. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna be there, but I wish I was. You know what I mean?
I would typically flip a jig.
I would typically I roll around there to Coot Bay. You know what I'm saying? And I flip a jig in these pads that none of the locals catch fish in.
Get
Ever.
out of there.
But I got some stuff I got to do. It's still deer season here, and it's probably not where he's at. But that was horrible.
I have no idea.
That was horrible, Greg Hackney. But that's probably what he's saying. And I don't
Greg
know.
Bohannon. Rick
Big
Pierce.
Easy at Uncle Joe's.
Rick Pierce.
Fast cat Rick Pierce?
Yeah. Looks like it.
Badass.
Mountain Home, Arkansas.
Oh,
Ishman
100%.
Row.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, really, we named them all.
Greg
All
Bohannon's
people we
going to go
think-
back to Uncle Joe's with the McMillan Magic Big Easy and try
Kyle
to
Monty's
duplicate.
fishing. That's low, low.
I haven't seen Kyle on the lake in 3 months.
Probably because he's off limits.
No, they
Part
didn't.
of it.
No, but they didn't go off limits till like a month ago, right?
I have no idea what the off limits are.
That's interesting because he can't guide during that time frame.
I know, but I haven't seen it.
Is
I don't
pretty
mean
big?
anything.
He's due for a good one.
He could catch him. He could do good because of where he's probably going to go.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to, you probably know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Kyle Monty.
Hmm.
He could win there if he go. I don't even know. I have no idea where he's going, but he knows sneaky holes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like off the beaten path stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's gonna win.
It could.
It could,
If
with
it's
it being
tough.
cold. Yeah, that's what I
You
mean.
can have fish to yourself, and it's tough.
Right. Yeah,
It doesn't
that's
have-
it. That's a very good point.
It doesn't have, like Greg Hackney says, I'd rather have 20
Right.
fish to myself than go fish for.
You know, typically I don't fish around that many of our competitors. You know what I mean? Which is good.
Pretty good.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I'd rather find water that's maybe not as good. You know what I mean? But I got it to myself because these guys are just so good. You know what I mean? So
that's exactly it.
that's
That
exactly.
is
But
so
that's true.
dead on.
But it's true. Like the way me and Kelly practice anymore, there's always 2 community holes on the lake. They change from season to season.
Always.
It's like Tin House and DRB.
It was horse.
Then it was horse.
Yeah.
So you don't practice
Mhm.
like we always talk about. Why do these people like before this tournament? I was guiding. You guys were practicing. I go by. I'm in the community hole. I'm guiding. Like I have people paying me to catch fish. I'm in the community hole, and there's local guys fishing this tournament in there, looking at like
Worming around.
I'm like, why are you in there? Why would you even pressure the
True.
fish? Why? Why do they do that? I don't get it. So anyway, me and Kelly never practice in the community. We know they're in there. We know there's fish in there.
You can always
You know
just
how to
go
catch them.
there.
You just go there if you need to. So Kelly always says we have to find a reason to not go there.
Yeah. It's almost like you fall back on the
Yeah, if it's
place,
kinda,
but
right.
you know it can happen.
Maybe you start at the community hole.
Like if you could do the same thing somewhere else, go
Right,
somewhere else.
right.
Yeah.
Or if you start at the community hole, you get a limit, you leave, or vice versa, you go to your juice, and if it's noon, you don't
Yeah,
have
that
it.
could fit in your day.
Right. Yeah.
Or you just don't practice.
Like Matt. Matt didn't practice for that last tournament and he won. But to a certain extent, you don't need to practice. Like,
Yep.
No.
when you're on the lake as
Yeah.
much, like I don't need to practice. I'm not saying I'm going to win, but I have to work out there.
Yeah.
So I just go off of what feels like I should do.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I'll say 70 pounds. I'll say 70 pounds wins the open. Someone's going to catch him.
Yeah. 3
And
days.
I'll tell you another thing that's weird. As much as we were saying that the water temp was rising and making it so good,
Mm-hmm.
it seemed like the weights have been better with the water in the low 60s than they have in the high low 70s. I don't know why. I mean, when you won,
Yeah.
the water temp was what, 63?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, 63 is the number anymore.
Yeah, true.
When you won the ABA last year on the Frog, no, you didn't win.
Second.
Second. Sorry,
It was cold.
it was 63-degree water. I remember exactly it was 63-degree water because I couldn't believe that. Because I was literally saying I should throw a frog, but the water's too cold. And then I come in and Nick's like, I had 27 pounds, caught everything on a frog. So like I don't know.
So Okeechobee bass now like cold, muddy.
They
water.
like cold, muddy, dead water. All right, so I'm picking. I don't know who to pick for my third.
I don't know. I pick it all.
I'm Brett Cannon, Brandon McMillan, and let me look at the list again.
Drew Benton could do
Who
good.
did you say earlier?
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
go
mentioned
Drew
someone good.
Benton.
Okay,
That's my pick.
that's safe. I'm not picking like
Drew's watching, right?
I don't know.
I picked
Maybe
I got
he messaged
you.
me.
My money's
like,
on him.
it was funny. Like after the elites left, and it was like all these write-ups that like that was probably the last time everyone's coming to Okeechobee. It's kind of done and over with. It's sad. And then our May Rollins came, and all
Yeah,
these guys are
popped-
messaging me like,
Popped off.
what happened? I'm like, that's what happens when you come to the good time. Like, this
Mhm.
winter time is not the good time anymore.
Yeah.
That's why they're coming to Florida now.
The hotter, the better.
Yeah, they're coming
Those
to Florida
fish
later.
live on this lake.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
they're here.
Like the amount of 6 and 7 pounders in that tournament was.
It was, I don't even,
That just goes to show you.
I think,
Yeah. They're
I
all
think
out. They're out there.
if you look at the top 10 from that tournament, no. Let's just say the top 20. There were 20 bags over 30. That's 100 fish. I bet you out of those 100 fish from the 30-pound bags, I bet you 80 of them were over 5 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was stupid. Yeah. I don't know. But I don't think it'll have that much weight in the open. Watch,
No
watch it look
chance.
like that. 20 bags over 30.
Man, we can sit here and predict, but you know it.
No,
It
it'll
could
be
change.
It could change. It could say 70. It might take
That
40.
cold it might even just concentrate in like one spot more.
It might make them push up under a mat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It could, or it can make them just roam around. And I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know who to pick.
Well, you
I want to
got
win.
Brandon.
I have Brandon and Garrett. I saw Brandon sleeking around today. He's like, I don't know. I think because he also that like when the lake's like this, like you did, which helped you.
You could see Sermon.
Scott
Yeah.
Martin.
Scott could. That's what I'm saying. Like when the lake's like this, like what happened to you, how you won. If you have a spot where you can bail out and you have like oh I can go here and catch a couple and there won't be a boat there, that's going to help, which is what you did.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where local knowledge comes in.
I'm picking Brett Cannon for sure, just because he's been on the lake. Like I said, he's got the Texas experience now. Like he's
He can intermittent.
He's learned a lot, and I think he can transfer that back onto the lake, and I think that's going to be huge.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows just how to fish the lake, which is important. Carbon told me that Brand's all fired up. Fishing.
That's what I'm saying. That's right.
So you got
That's what I mean. Like, I don't think it matters, but well, it doesn't matter. My wife Breezy does Brandon's social media, and she's like, Brandon's like, he's feeling it, or I think he's hungry. I think he really wants to like. He had a bad season last season, which a lot of I don't know if he did bad.
No, he didn't have a bad
He
season.
didn't have a bad season, but he
just
did.
had
He
not
did
a good
right.
one.
He didn't, and I think like he's like, okay, this is coming back to my home lake.
Yeah.
Like I could start my year off good, which sometimes isn't good when you come to your home lake. But I think he just wants to make it good.
Can't hurt.
No, so that's why I think he's won more money on this lake than any of those other people he's fishing against. He knows more.
That's true.
So I don't know. I don't know who else to pick. This is gonna bug me because I want to win. I want to be right about something.
Yeah. Well, I picked mine.
Yeah.
I'm not picking Greg Bohannon because they're not going to eat a Big Easy in the Python patch at Uncle Joe's cut.
$100 an hour.
That's gone. Tharp could do good.
He could. I feel like he's going to force the flipping deal.
Yeah.
Well, he knows how to just. Put
Yeah,
his
but he
head
knows
down
how
and
to
throw a
do
swim
everything
jig.
else.
But they don't need a swim jig anymore.
They don't need a swim jig anymore.
Mm.
I probably shouldn't be giving that away, but they do not need a swim jig anymore.
Just don't even have it on the deck.
Who's like is there an old school worming dude out there fishing that we don't know about? Like all the old guys, like
I mean, Sermon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sermon could definitely do good.
Look at the list if you're struggling.
Let me see. I want to know. So who's going to catch 70 pounds? Bobby Bakewell. He could. He almost won the Toyota last. That was the one he almost won last year, right?
Yeah.
I think there's some fish up the road.
See, none of these people I'm picking are going to win. It's going to be one of these guys. We have no idea who they are.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Toko Takira or something.
Yeah. Brent Shores. Where's Florida? What Florida guys are fishing?
It's gonna be live scoping, dude, from the console.
Wait, why is Brandon McMillan not on here?
He's on there.
Go back to
Oh, he's
the
right
bottom.
there.
Oh, wait, never mind. Why is that R crossing that?
Cliff Pace.
He could
Mm-hmm.
catch him.
Yeah.
Cal Patrick, he's really good.
I feel like my
Jonathan Dietz. He almost did good in the Invitational.
Give me
He
the
did do
deets.
good. Give me the Dietz.
You know who's a good fisherman we saw him today? That Jimmy Washam dude.
Yeah,
He could pull it off. I could see him winning.
Where Dietz,
but he's not
I
in the
can't give
open.
him information. I can't say.
He was
anything.
practicing
Oh no, he
today.
I thought he'd been using in our tournament. Yeah,
No.
no, we saw him today.
Damn.
One of you should pick him.
Jason
I bet you
Lambert
could catch
is in the opens.
him.
Who?
Ooh.
Jason Lambert.
You got to pick him.
No,
No, they don't. They don't eat the. They don't They don't eat the jerky J on the scrounger head, and there's no hydrilla left.
They actually might.
Hey,
They might. Actually, it's true. They could heat
We
this
could
ground
try
here.
that.
I know.
Put like a metal blade
Miles
on it.
Berghoff. Brad Knight. Dang, dude. Everyone's fishing the opens this year.
yeah.
Everyone's well. I shouldn't say the hell with MLF because we're talking about an MLF tournament.
Yeah.
Brian New. Isn't he?
Oh,
like, you
shit.
guys are friends with him.
Ryan knew.
Doesn't he like? He's a badass live scooper, right?
Yeah, he's just good.
He's just good.
He's just freaking
He's
natural talent. Dang, I might have to take.
Who you dropping?
Who did I pick
He came up pre-fishing with Brian Thrift. So that was how he learned.
for this? Oh no.
No, like that's how Brian knew. Like started.
Oh, really?
He was a co-owner that traveled with Brian Thrift.
He's gonna catch him. He catches
Yeah,
him.
he's gonna catch.
And
No,
they
Brian
practice together.
New's gonna catch him. I'm talking about. Well, not that he can't
I
win.
picked Brandon.
I see you figuring some.
Yeah,
some
no,
crap
he's gonna
out.
catch him.
I see him catch him on like a devil's horse and a worm.
He
or
won
something.
it. What, Seminole?
Yeah,
Yeah.
original.
No, he won an elite.
No, regional.
Oh,
Oh, that was St. John's.
he won on the St. John's. He's won an elite, right?
Yeah.
Chad Grigsby. Oh,
I'm just gonna add Brian New to one of them. Have 4.
That's the.
I'm throwing. All right, I'm throwing. I wish I could pick more than one, but I'm not. I'm gonna pick.
Oh, that's Chad Pro.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. We were just talking about him. Literally, me and Kelly were just talking about Chad Pro. Is he fishing this?
I have no idea.
I mean,
He almost won out years ago. Well, Cody Myers fishing the Opens.
Golden days of
That's-
golly, you're
Cody Myers, he's gonna drop. He could win drop shotting. Damn, this is crazy. All right, I'm just throwing a rando out there. I'm picking Josh Douglas.
okay.
Yeah, I
All
like.
right.
Josh.
I like that.
Yeah,
Spent a lot of time in Florida.
I like
He knows
that.
I think he
Florida,
pre-practiced here before off limits. I think.
Well,
Is there before off limits here?
I have no idea.
He's been in Florida. I don't know if he's been out here, but
so you got
that's
your
what-
picks. I got mine. Matt's
Yeah,
never
we got
gonna
2
pick.
more. I'm picking Brandon McMillan,
And-
Garrett Rockmore, and Josh Douglas.
Whoever's closest gets a hat. Place charters.
Yeah, and then I'll get my own hat.
Brett Cannon.
I'm telling Bobby you're picking Bobby.
I always
Buckle.
suck at this too. I always just
I know.
don't.
But it's not going to be any of these people.
No, yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, it's going to be way off. Some random dude's going to win dragging a Carolina rig down the boat ramp in
Yeah.
Clifton Channel.
Well,
Tharp's going to win, and then we're going to
Yeah.
go to Arc, and he's going to be like, "What's up, Hammer? He didn't think I was going to win," and he's going to win.
saw your podcast.
This big international podcast here that
Yes.
everyone watches.
I need another beer.
Ronnie Moore from
This is-
Bassmasters.
This is going longer than expected. I need
I
another
know.
Bluegill.
Oh yeah, we're almost done.
I want to pick Drew Benton.
pick him. That's a good
You know-
pick.
He knows
I'm
Florida
keeping Drew.
fishing in general, and he's been
I can't
doing
drop.
pretty damn good lately.
No, Drew Cook's not fishing it, is he?
No.
I don't think so.
Drew Cook. Let me tell you something. If you're watching this, where you fished in the elites is now like another community hole.
Yeah.
All the locals were like, "Where is he
Oh,
fishing there?" And then we all went, and now it's
I'm gonna pick Garrett too. I have to.
Yeah, I gotta pick B.
He's like
it's Garrett.
top 3 Florida handler.
Yeah,
Probably top 1, honestly.
yeah, he's like probably he's.
It's like, oh, Lake Florida, I'm gonna go catch 40 pounds.
I was
Love
watching.
you, Garrett.
I was watching this
Weather
out.
doesn't set up right. I
What
think
are you
it's-
talking about?
I just don't.
He catches them all the time.
Like, I know he does, but I just don't.
I was
think
watching
he
this
catches
Al
them.
Dane podcast.
Not- He's gonna catch him good, but he's not gonna. The other guys I picked are gonna catch him better.
Is Ben Milliken fishing? He's gonna be in the river with a hinkle.
I don't know.
No.
Middle of the river with a hinkle. He's gonna hook a tarpon or something.
Or a snook.
A snook. He's gonna be like, "What the hell is that?"
I knew this mark looked different.
Yeah.
Damn, Cole. He might. Watching this Al Dane podcast, and they had the guy from BASS, the funny guy who does the opens. What's his name?
Funny guy.
The guy that always just disses
Zona?
people, not being funny. Like, he needs 14 pounds, 11 ounces to make it to day tomorrow. Chris Bowes.
Yeah.
He needs 14 pounds to go through tomorrow.
Oh, no chance, Lance. You're out of here.
Yeah. Not even close. 7 pounds, get out. They're talking to him. And Trey was like, who do you think like has a good shot at making it in the Opens? And the guy named a few people, and she was like, no one from Florida? No one from Florida? He's like, no. And I think she was like hinting at BB. Because I know that they're friends.
Dang, dude.
I mean, Garrett.
He'll do good. I just think the guys that I picked before him are going to do better.
Yeah.
I think you already
He'll
picked
catch
Jalen.
Garrett's going to catch him. Garrett's definitely not watching this.
No.
But he's going to catch him.
For sure.
Matt's going to pick some
Matt's
random
never
person.
pick.
He's going to pick some random person, and it's going to win.
You've stuck through this long enough.
Kyle Patrick.
Yes, they're only 30 minutes.
I
don't even know who Kyle Patrick is. All right.
Don't worry.
Dang, 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad at all.
So it's going to take, I'm saying,
Joey Sabaga.
What's the
Those guys' videos are freaking hilarious.
What guy's that?
Joey Sabaga, the guy from South Carolina.
No, I know.
I'll show you. It's freaking hilarious.
Is that Nick's phone?
I have no idea.
Pull up what the weather's going to be real quick.
I'll just do.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be exact. Like what's Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Cold nights. Lows in the 50s in Okeechobee, but,
That's not too bad, though.
low 70s during the day. It's going to be steady, cool weather.
It's not going to be as bad as
That's kind of like it was on Christmas Eve.
And didn't you catch a 9?
Yeah.
What's going to bring another wave of fish up, though?
It was a
That-
good day.
You think that will? Cool nights?
Yeah.
Just steady, cool
Yeah.
nights?
They're coming. Yeah. I'm going to say, well,
Coming off a full moon?
69 pounds wins.
Because they're up and they're coming right now. I think they're going to continue to come the whole week.
23 a day.
23 a day, 69 pounds.
Yeah, that's about right.
Someone's going to have like a 28, and then they're going to have a bad day, and then they're going to have a decent day. I mean, what Jesse did was pretty crazy. That was like the most consistent.
Yeah, that was stout. That
was crazy.
Freaking legend.
I
I have like a weird feeling that
It's going to take like 80.
it's getting warmer right now because all these fish are starting to pull up.
Do you got
And we're getting this cold weather, and for some reason, they're just not going to stop coming out.
That's what I'm saying. So the water
And so
today,
they're just going to group up and stay.
it was what?
I
It was what,
expect it,
74 today in the
Yeah.
water? Okay, that was when we were fishing. By the end of the day, I would say it was 75. It's going to be hot as hell again tomorrow. It's going to get up to 77, 78. That 50-degree night, so the water is going to be in the mid-60s.
Yeah.
That's not
But
nothing
you got to think, where are these fish coming from? Middle of the lake.
where it's already cooler.
So I think it takes so long for them to feel that it's warm that when they start coming,
Yeah.
even if there's a cold front,
They're just like,
they're
oh,
still
I'm
swimming
already
in 5 or
there.
6 foot of water.
And then if anything, yeah, they're just gonna be in this general area they want to be. They're just gonna set up a little different, but they're gonna be there. These guys are gonna catch them.
I mean, that's why most cold front tournaments are just one staging areas because
Right.
it's where the most fish are, and they kind of just end up there anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 70 pounds. You think it's gonna be more?
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think more than our tournament.
Because every time that we
I don't think the fishing will be that tough. It just the size and quality just won't be around.
what do
You just know more boats are going to be in all these areas where the big weights were caught. too.
Yeah,
So
that's
you got to
true.
think about that.
That's true. It's gonna get divided up.
Like,
Some dude's gonna
people
win.
know.
We also got to
People know you won in. Well,
They're gonna fly.
We're
the-
throwing it all out there, but people know you won down south,
yeah.
and
I don't think it's a secret.
people know. People were riding around today and saw where Jesse was.
Yeah.
They saw where people were catching.
Right. That's
So I
my
just
point.
went
There's
back
gonna be-
down south for 2 days of the Toyota. And I didn't do worth a crap, and there was guys
But
in
people
there
did.
Catching
who
them.
did,
Yeah.
who did catch them.
So
No
So that,
offense,
that's
but
kind of how that place fishes.
yeah, I think right around 65, 70.
that's the thing on this.
Yeah.
Like it could be a 5-pound minimum, 5-pound deficit, or what's the word there? Like You could be
Like
in fluctuation of 5 pounds. That's one bite. It's one bite.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
so I'm gonna say 70 because every time I go lower, it ends up being higher. I mess it up. Comment below. What do you think the winning weight's gonna be? Who do you think's gonna win? And what do you think's gonna win? Like, what is it gonna be? Dragging a worm? Is it gonna be forward-facing sonar with a pink drop shot worm, or is it gonna be an 1.5 ounce weight, like
drop shot worm
with a burner craw on it?
I did all the above.
or a chatterbait?
Or a chatterbait.
They do eat that.
Sometimes.
Didn't Garrett catch a 12 on Kissimmee on chatterbait?
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
He catches 12s like
Like every day.
Yeah.
So,
Now I was there the day you caught it.
really?
It was freaking huge.
I'm sure. Who else did I pick? Oh, Josh Douglas. He does a little bit of everything. I think it's going to be one. Like you said, a little bit of everything. I think you're going to have to mix it up because, like, you're not going to be able to get and throw a chatterbait, and like you're not going to have an area to yourself. You're going to have to move around, pick a fish off here, pick a fish off there. It'll be one a little bit of everything. I mean, even Jesse said I'll tell you right now, Jesse has the whole thing on video. I don't know what he's going to do with it. I don't even know if he has a YouTube channel. But when I helped him, like the dudes literally handed him his bag and they're like, here, you can go bag your fish. And everyone waiting around, I was like, all right, I'm going to go up there, and left him alone. And I'm like, do you need me to hold your bag for you? Because heaven forbid one of his fish jumped in the water.
Yeah.
And I got in his boat and he probably had legit 15, 16 rods on the deck. All different stuff on there. So I don't know if he probably caught them all on one. He caught them on a frog, I'm sure. But
one area, throwing several things.
Yeah. So it might be a little bit of everything. So I don't know. That's my prediction.
Yeah. Just having to grind out a bunch of different kind of fish.
You caught all the fish you caught on a worm and on chatterbait, right? In the tournament you won?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. The tournament I won, yeah.
So
2 different chatterbaits and a burner worm.
Yeah.
That's it.
Simple.
Gambler lures.
So what we've learned, it's gonna be one live scoping with a jerkbait at the cross.
100%.
That's it.
Or it's gonna happen.
Cross in the middle of the lake.
Northeast wind has to be blowing at least 20.
Memorial Derb on the way.
Oh man.
All right. Well, this was a bunch of very tired people drinking a Busch Light, predicting we're probably totally off. Probably going to take 30 pounds to win.
Mm-hmm. A day.
3 days. No.
Oh, 3 days.
It's going to be 10 pounds a day to win.
Yes.
And it's going to be one dragging a mop jig Carolina rig in the dynamite hole. But I guess
Sick derb.
Sick derb. I guess we're going to go to bed because I have to drive to the north end tomorrow to get cut off by the people that I've just picked on my team while I'm guiding and they're fishing a tournament.
We too also need to show anglers how to catch them.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Oh, it's going to be crowded in there.
Yes, it is. It's going to be fun.
Binoculars in full force.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Other than that, 2 things. One, I don't know when he's posting it, but Matt got his whole tournament win on GoPro. So I know most of you already follow his channel. Follow that whenever he posts it. Might take him a month to do it, but you can see how he caught 50. How much did you win? 13? 13 grand worth of fish. And 13,000. And we're still drinking cheap Busch Lights.
Yes, we are.
But they're delicious and cold.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who's around Saturday, Saturday, the 3rd, February, Saturday the 3rd?
What's that?
February 3rd. That is correct.
Mike Krause, Okeechobee Fishing Headquarters, is having his Customer Appreciation Day. It's from like 8 to 2. That way, if you wanted to go to the weigh-in to see who wins the Open, you can make it down there. He's doing it kind of before. Yeah. So I don't even know I know he's going to have a bunch of art stuff on. I have no idea. But he does it every year. He's going to have all kinds of vendors. I think Power Pole's going to be there. Alex from Senko Stick might be. I have no idea. I don't know who he's asked. I know Louis from Arc is always there. Oh, that'll be the last day of the tournament. So if some of the pros don't make it, like if Tharp, I'm sure if Tharp doesn't make the final day, he'll probably be. I don't want to speak for him, but there'll be vendors there. They'll have food and stuff like that. So I'll be there all day. I ended up being off, so I'm probably going to go to that, and then I'm probably going to leave and go to the weigh-in. But any of you guys want to come hang out? Mike does an awesome job. Support him. Local business, great dude.
Shout out to Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
He helped me with my power pole the other day.
There you go. But we'll get you back on the water.
That's right.
It's okay.
Great dude.
Yeah, Mike's the best dude ever. So go support him, hang out, and then we'll probably be at Roland's afterwards, maybe drinking a beer, watching the weigh-in. So that's it. We're gonna go to bed. We're tired. I guess we'll see you guys on the next one. Later.
See.
Hopefully that worked.